Hello, everybody, and welcome to this live stream. Me and my older brother here are going to take some questions and maybe some topics that you would like us to speak on. So everyone that is new to my YouTube channel, very welcome. My name is Mattias Lidborn, health optimizing coach, and this is my older brother, Andre Lidborn. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. That would be much appreciated. So go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also, more importantly, put a question in the chat regarding what is described in the title or anything else. Let's see here. We have Mission I 2027. Let's see. He says, "Is it a FIB meeting?" I don't know what that is. Mission says again, "What is going on?" We have a Q&A here, and yeah, let's see. Godly being says, "How many Andrew Tates are there in this world?" I think there's 4. It's those in Romania and we here in Scandinavia. And Silent Spectre 07 says, "There is a ghost behind you." No, actually not. That is Saint George that's behind me on the icon there. Maybe Andrew, yeah. Could be ghost there, actually. So everybody new to this YouTube channel and live stream, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be very much appreciated. But put questions in the chat, and it can be anything relating to health, philosophy, religion, psychology, metaphysics, even politics. We can talk about that. You can, even if you have a situation in your life that you would like some external take on, you can also put that, and we can maybe help you out in a bit. Let's see here. We have Mission 2027 asks, "What's the topic to talk on?" You can see it in the title, but actually any topic is up for grabs. And if we can talk on it, we won't take it up. But yeah, you can try any topic and any question regarding what's in the title or indirectly relating to that. So, Mission, okay, got it. Yeah. Do you think, Godly Beings asks, "Do you think that religion is the opium for the masses?" Yeah, I think Andrew can start off by taking on that. So, do you think that religion is opium for the masses, Andre?
No, I don't think so. And it's like who first said that was Karl Marx. So it could just be the other way around, that communism want to be the religious sect instead. They want to be the priesthood.
Yeah. Yes, of course. It's a way also to discourage people to be religious. So, to state the statement. Are you there, Andre? Yeah, maybe.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So, let's see here. Aero or Astro 7540 asks, "What is best in life?" We can even show it here. Look, we can. That's the question there. What? No, not that one. Yeah, then I can take that. What is best in life? The best in life? Yeah, that's a broad question, but the most important is God, and everything good comes from there. So God is the best in that best hierarchy. So yeah, What you say about that, Anne?
There must be something that orders from above, so I guess that would be it, so to speak. Otherwise, there will just be nihilism, and everything that is built upon something that doesn't have an essence or something transcendent is like just nihilism. Whatever ideology you take, it's just in the end meaningless.
Yes.
So yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Let's see here. We have another question. Let's see. Let's see here. Then we have another one. Let's see what this says. Do you Mission 2027 asks, do you believe in the paranormal? Yes, of course. It's a reality, but it's a reality that we are somewhat protected from. We have a veil that make us not see everything that is around us. There is also, of course, ways to engage with this other realm that is producing the so-called paranormal. So yeah, just not to go in too deep to that, but yeah, you can in deep meditation and breathing exercises, deep praying. If you fast a long time, every practice of those kind can make you see and also engage with the noetic realm, so to say. But yeah, of course, then there are psychedelics also. That is, yeah, dreams is also a part of this noetic realm, and what is where the paranormal stems from. Yeah, it's me and my brother here. We experienced those things in a very, very early age, actually, and also we lived in a haunted house, so we were kind of we were speaking openly about it in an early age, and my brother here had a lot of engagement in our house. Because they were very prone to like show themselves to him. So what do you say about that?
Yeah, I think it's something that is I can't like say that there doesn't anything beyond because it does. For me, it's preposterous when you hear like somebody not believing that there is something beyond, so to speak. So yeah, there's a supernatural forces or paranormal things that can happen.
Yeah, there is. So let's take another question here. Areas through 7540 says, why not both? I don't know what you mean. Why not both?
He means both. He means the opium for the masses. Why not both religion and like communism? You know, the first question he said.
Yeah, the first question there. What I don't know. Can you explain that, Andre? What he's meaning? Why not both? That it could be both.
Yeah, it's like yeah, that was what he meant. But if we say you don't believe in God, you don't believe in religion, then you kind of need to bet on the best thing there is, like Marxism or something that actually have like lineage from the past, so to speak, and forward. Communism
but
is like yeah, or whatever ideology, because I mean I took it for like opium for the masses is directly connected to Karl Marx, because it was he who said it, so to speak.
of course, yes, but I don't know what you mean by why not both. That, but
Yeah,
I
he
mean
means
that both can be true at the same time, or
no, he was relating to the first question, and the first question was, do you think a religion is the opium for the masses? And then Marxism and so on. Karl Marx
yes, I know,
said
of course, yes, of course, I know that, but
he
he said, why not both? So what do you mean, why not both? In what sense? So is it, do you mean that could I interpret that he meant like why not both can religion be an opium and also at the same time not be it, you know?
No, I don't think he meant that. I think he meant both religion and the source of like the quote, so to speak, the axiom. That's what I think he meant. Yeah, if both is, then we are into like just absolute nihilism. Then there's nothing, so to speak.
I'm still quite lost. I don't know what I think it sounds pretty contradictory. That's why my brain doesn't doesn't let's see here. We go on. Maybe he can clarify it. Let's see here. We have Kenny Seals. Let's see. I'm just gonna put. Okay, guys, I will put a link in the chat here, and it's also in the description. What you can do is you can press on the link, and then you can join us here on the screen. If you like to talk, you can talk here through your mic, or you can do with your mic and video. So you can join in if you want to. I will put the link here in the comments, and I will pin it, I think. Let's see here. Can I pin it? Can I pin it? Put the user into... no, I don't think I can pin it. So, but yeah. Let's see. But I can put a star on it maybe. So maybe that's good. Yes, we will take the question under here. Ken Seals, what do you think of Catholic? Let's hear. What do you think of Catholic did to South America, Mexico, and Philippines to spread Christianity? Yeah, I'm not Catholic, so I'm not biased on that. Of course, if it were the same with the Orthodox, I wouldn't be biased then either. But because if something is right and something is wrong, that is what it is. So, in some of the cases, it is. If it's a specifically a historical thing you are pointing to, but in the case of Mexico and so I don't have a real position because I don't have that much knowledge of how the Catholics behaved in Mexico and so forth. But I can tell you that regarding when Columbus came to America, for instance, I can say that I don't think that was not too unjust actually, because of course there was injustice on both sides, but this idea that the righteous native Indian. You know, that's just like a created myth. They were savages, and most of them, most of the tribes, and they ate people, and yeah, you know, and offer their own children and so up to different gods and so on. So yeah, there were brutality in those tribes. So yeah, so let's see, we take another question here. One stop. Why you both look the same? We are brothers, so that's why. And we have the same wardrobe, so we let's see. So everybody new to this live stream, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and also put a question in the chat, and we will pick it up, and we will take it in the order that we get questions in here. Let's see here. We have one here. Show this one. I think we confine humanity and spirituality in religion. I think we confine. Yes, yeah, yeah. Of course, spirituality is a part of life. We are made in the image of God, and we are created. We are composed of both body and soul. So the soul is connected to the spiritual, and the humanity is more, in this case, when you're writing it, more in the body sense. So, and of course, we are. Our purpose is to become fully human, and that is intermingling between our fleshly body and our connection to God, the spiritual. And Andre, you can just, if you like to comment on it, you can comment on it. Otherwise, you don't have to.
Yeah, it's okay. I think you said it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's take another one. Wisdom is mine says, how delusional are you? 0 to 5. Intelligent 1 to 5.5, being rant in daylight while dreaming. All day on an imaginary written scripture, but an egoic low selfness, racist fear-mongering, scumbag for yeah, you I think you are criticizing us. I don't know. Your sentence building is not the best. So while dreaming all day on an imaginary written script, yeah. I imagine you come from a very secular perspective, and I'm sorry that you are in that state you are in right now, but you have redemption, and you can look into things that you, in your egoic mind, don't, and your childish infantile mind don't like to hear. If you look into it with an open mind, you might end up be criticizing your view on things, your worldview a bit. You might find that you were deceived in many ways. So I won't comment more on that actually. So, but I hope you look into. Let's see. Let's say be very suspicious on your own ideas and your own likings of different ideas, and also try to do it like this. Take everything that you don't like, let's say in politics and secularism versus religiosity and Christianity. Take all those things that you don't like and dwell deep into them, and see what you find, and do it with an more be somewhat objective, and do that. So but yeah, you can come on here if you want to talk. Actually, you can come on and we can have a talk, a civil talk, not a bantering talk. So yeah, I think we leave that at that, and then we go on. And Godly Being says, it is a method to tell people the most complicated aspects of morality in an easy way, which is taken too rigidly in this world. It is a method to tell people the most complicated. Yeah, I agree. It can be very hard to talk to so-called normies about deeper things, and it hasn't haven't it has not to be like spirituality and religion and so on. It can just be philosophically or low tier psychological questions and so on, or even concepts, and just like he talked about there, self-criticism. Yeah, yes, that can be a hard one, because nowadays people find different ways to hide themselves from themselves, so to say. So for many people, self-criticism isn't even something that exists in their mind, because they never do it. So yeah. Do you have something to say about that, Andre? I put it up here. Yeah, I forgot sometimes. I don't see that good here, but so there's the question. Can you see it, Andre?
Yeah, I see it. I don't think I grasp it right off the bat what he meant.
I think he just meant that it is like a method to be able to explain complicated aspects of like morality in an easy way. I just spawned away a bit there because I saw a connection, but yeah, it's like it's hard for normie people to grasp it. Because
to grasp things.
Yeah, and they take things too rigidly, and I just as when you talk about morality to people, they think it's just a concept that we have like created on our own. They don't see that it's actually something that is embedded in reality, and that the morality is one thing that is steering things in different ways and make what is how if you live in a certain way, you can see the result for the
they are bad at the observing patterns within things and draw them together and so on.
Exactly. They don't have the pattern recognition, and that is also something that you need to like switch your view of the world. So it's very hard if you're coming from this secular, as we all do in this age, secular perspective and worldview. So.
Yeah, exactly. Although there may be stupid people, but not all of them are stupid because they have diminished their own potential of a thinking, while if they actually thought about stuff, they would recognize that, oh yeah.
Yeah, and then it's also that in our modern society, we do not value the inner life, and we don't value things we can't see, touch, and everything that we can get information from the external. So so people don't value something you can't see and measure. That's one part of it as well. So because you if you can't gain something from it, why should you even think about those things and spend time on it, So I think we can. That was a good question there. Thank you very much there, or statement. Thank you. Error 404 world. Yo, what up, gang? How do you do? We are doing fine, thank you. Santos Shana 9375. Help me out with my research. Why most of Americans gay? Why are you gay? Why are you gay? Yo,
Why
we
are
can
you?
put that. Why are you gay? Everyone that knows the reference is laughing their balls off right now. They know what we mean. So I can show it here. Why you gay? So yeah, so this guy is doing a research about Americans being gay. So it's not just the Americans, it's the whole of the West, and it's our living, it's the processed foods, it's the microplastics that do a great harm to the testosterone and fertility and so on. It's the mentality that is pushed on people. It's the inactivity and the non-laboring. You know, the laborers today isn't working hard with your body and so on either. So that's yeah, a can of worms there. So I hope that helps your research. I think we go ahead and take another one. SCP-343 Godly Being continues. As far as I am aware, gay people are in minority in America. Yes, of course, yeah. But I think it's more of a joke, like why men today isn't manly. I think he equated that with that. So, but please do not use those words in the chat. It's not good words for YouTube, actually. So, B4. Hello, B4. I've seen you many times before. You are welcome to put some questions in. You often have good questions, so I appreciate that. And the B4 says, this called yoga. I don't know what you're thinking about there. Daniel says, hey, rest in peace to Messiah Dad. Mission 2027. Shit, I want to know what.
Dead.
Messi is dead. Ah, okay. Yeah, Messi is dead. Yeah, maybe the football player. Yeah, we don't watch football. Mission 2027 says, shit, I want to know what happened if you don't mind story time. I don't grasp it. Do you grasp it? You can see it here.
I think it's like, about supernatural experience and what one has experienced in the past when one was younger, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, we can. We can expand on that when we are later, when we don't have. If you do like this mission, can you write it in a question what you want to more clarify, so we can take it after the, because we take these questions in the row how they come in. So let's see. Aero Astro says secular humanism ? Yeah, what about it? You have to have a question there. Maybe you think that is a good topic, but be a little more specific, because that's very broad. We can't just guess our way in. What F are you talking, mate? Yeah, you can listen some more, so you can go back and see what we were talking about. Let's see. Og woo woo woo. No, something like that. He says, yes, the survey done, what most 1,000 people told you only 1% is gay. So it must be true. Okay. Not interesting. Let's see. B4. Communism also arises due to extreme capitalism. Yeah, we can take that one. That's a good one. Yeah, because communism is like it's today. If you see how it's have developed today, you can see like a combination between communism and capitalism, but it's just like a false dialectic that you put those two against each other. So, but what we actually have is both. So, yeah. Can you speak a little bit about that, Andre?
Yeah, like the same thing on the same coin, or what? It's like opposite polarities on the same coin, and both ideologies are like economically driven. USSR did it one way, like Soviet and so on, and America did it another way with like Henry Ford and so on. They did the same thing in different ways, so to speak. They wanted to activate the workers. One was more disastrous than others, so to speak. And it rises the lowest denominator to the highest. Both capitalism and communism does that. It rises the lowest denominator to the highest, like the material world and all that becomes what is the only thing that matters, so to speak.
Yeah. Thank you for that, B4. Good question. Let's see here. Ride the Room TV says, birds keep coming in my effing screen door, like Mach F flying into it. Two of them aren't flying anymore, and one got in, and there's some outside looking in. I don't know how to get them out. Yeah, you have to solve that yourself, I think. We can't help you with that, sorry. B4 says here, if there is no other capitalization, then perhaps there will be no communism either. Put it up here. You can take that one if you want to.
Yeah. Capital will always be there. There will be like how it was in feudal societies like Europe and so on before the Enlightenment. Then we had like there was different name for the serfs and so on, and then over that we have like the merchant caste, and over that there was like the warrior caste or class. It was in Europe, of course, but it's similar to the Hindu system as well, where the Brahmins were at the top, so the priestly caste was on the top. And in Europe we had it like on the top, and he got his power from God and so on. So everything followed like a hierarchical system, and it wasn't like it was bad to be in one class or the other. It like a body that functions when it is at its ideal state, so to speak. The thought behind it.
Yeah, it's unavoidable, but because it's a hierarchy that is first off, everything in the world consists of hierarchy. Even your orientation in your life is hierarchical. because you have different priorities and you see what you prioritize and so on. So you have a hierarchy of priorities as well, and you have a hierarchy of value and so on. And this hierarchy that Andres speaks about here, it's of course it exists even today, even if we in a liberal society try to erase it. You can't erase it because it's more of an illusion, to say that it's non-hierarchical, and you have like different types of leaderships and so on as well. That like like democracy is one in one sense, also like hierarchical destruction in a way. So, but every society has hierarchy, and you need it. Otherwise, you can't put the right man in the right place. But how it works, how it should work in an optimal society is that you have the king. He is obedient to God, so he has responsible before God, and he has to have humility towards and concern for the lowest part of the structure of the body of people and the body of hierarchy. He has to have the humility, because the lowest part is the foundation of everything. So without them, he will fall. So he need a foundation as well. But at the same time, you see, this is a reciprocal, how to say it, reciprocal relation. Yeah, relationship between the highest and the lowest. So the highest go down, and then the highest elevate the lowest with his humility and also his care for the lower part of the structure. So actually, this is a universal metaphysical principle. That is how it should work.
Yeah.
And if you go that line, you if you have it structured in that way, it will function. It will function. And this is also you can see this in a biblical sense as well with Jesus Christ. He's God incarnate. He comes from above. He materializes on the bottom. He even goes down to Hades, to hell, and he brings all the lowest parts of the world up, and they get elevated. So this principle is, and it's both psychological as well, because if you think about it, you have think about it when you go from your highest part, from your reason, let's say, you go down into the unconscious. This is more of a Jungian terminology, but you go down to your unconscious, and there you find your shadow. There are all the suppressed things of yourself, your dispersences and your shameful behaviors and your shameful thoughts and everything bad of what you have done in your life, and your bad thoughts and so on. Then you take the light of your reason down to the dark unconscious, and then with the light you can put light on those things. And when you put light on those things, you can do something about it. So you have to take those things from your shadow, go all the way up, and it hurts and it burns and it feels like hell. But when you come up, you take those discrepancies and those shameful behaviors, and you put them up in the reason, and then you can put light on it. And when you can put light on it, you can resolve it. Sometimes it's resolved by itself, but sometimes you have to work in synergy with what you see and your own action, so to say. So yeah, that goes quite deep, and that, as Andreas said, it's a universal principle. So yeah. So this is true. And if you don't have this structure in your society, it will fall. eventually. Think of when you it becomes too much order. You have a tyrannical society or tyrannical leadership. So, and if you go the other way around, where you let everyone do what they want, and we can. We have many different people that can lead and so on. Then you have, as we have many times today, chaos. So,
Yeah,
maybe you want to continue there. Yeah, I was going to see if I have the right question.
It's not like this optimal hierarchy is not like a foot stepping down, but it's a silver lining drawing up the one part of it, drawing up the next one, and God draws from the king, so to speak. So it's not a foot stomping down. And also what we have, we take Plato's Republic for an example. Then we have democracy is falling into tyranny as the last stage as well, because first we had the desires of the masses get the desires of the tyrant, because he was born out of this mass culture, which is democracy.
Yeah, and democracy is let's say how to say it. You can pronounce it better, I think. Oligarchical. It's oligarchical leadership, because when you have democracy, the richest people around will be prone to what to say in English, they will gain, they will use the system, because they have the money, they have the connections and so on. So it's oligarchical. It's what you can see today as well, from big firms, big companies and so on. They actually rule many of the things today, and that's how democracy ends up. And you can see how it ends up. The companies today, big companies, they have more power than the system itself. They have more money than the nations themselves, sovereign nations and so on. So that's the end game of democracy. And also when you have this democracy, what they do is they play on the lowest denominator of the people, like our passions. They play on our passions. They put out the values of freedom, of sex, of everything that is triggering our lowest denominator as human beings. That's how they also succeed. And you can see this in the endless the endless tools of distraction they use to flame our passions up. Like you can think of like Meta and everything, those companies, and how all the content that we watch and so on, that is in media, that is flaming our passions. So I don't know where Andrew, maybe you can join again, Andre. Lost him there, but yeah, I think we move on here. So everybody that is new to this YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be much appreciated. And if you haven't done so yet. And you can also put a question in the chat and then we will pick it up. My brother just went out here. I don't know if he's coming back soon, I think. But yeah, I will just go ahead and take the questions by myself here. Let's see here. Wisdom is mine says, you have none idea what you're talking about religion. Yes, I think I have a quite good idea what I'm talking about, but I'm not Mr. Know-it-all. But you can jump on here and talk with me if you want to. Yeah, I can put you up on the screen and you can talk to me and you can say what you want. Okay, that's nice. Yeah. Ogwu says, extreme capitalism. Do you want communism? Or do you want capitalism to work? I want neither. I don't want communism. I don't want capitalism. I want a monarch, a king that is responsible for God, or let's see here. I think Andre will come. Maybe he will. When he get a connection, I can put him up. So no, I want neither. That's a false dialectic. I want a monarchical society, a king that is responsible towards God. Yeah, he can connect some more before he's. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, you just went out there, Andre.
Yeah, I don't know where. Yeah, I saw. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we go on. So let's see here. We can see what question we got there. This we have taken. This we have taken. Samira Love Candy. Welcome back, Samira. Nice talking to you yesterday. Hopefully you took my advice and don't think so much about your recent relationship. Okay, so I will just take my charger. Maybe we have a question Andre can take when I'm doing that. Yeah, let's see. This is Samira. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Hope you're good. Then we take one stop Q3E, and he says, did you believe, or do you believe, I think he was meant to write, do you believe that birth of human has meaning, or is just for the evolution? Yeah, I will just say something fast and Andre can take this so I can put my charger in. Yes, of course. The whole world we live in is centered around man. It's centered around human. And we are created to be co-creators with God. And we are created not to be God, but like God and be in his presence. And we are distinct from every other thing in this creation. And evolution is more of an ideology than anything else, and a theory. So I don't believe in evolution, even though some things of it can be true and so on. I don't believe in the theory of evolution at all. Because I believe in creation ex nihilo. That is, very opposite of the Big Bang, actually. So, but you could connect it, but if you go too deep, it will not be coherent, actually. So, Andre, what do you say about that? You can see the question there, right? Andre?
Can see the question there.
Yeah.
I think you said So yeah, of course, it's a modern way to look upon things. Also, that the people also can come up with, like, the meaning of life is evolution. Yeah, okay. And evolution theory in and of itself is just a theory, and it's also very modern and new. And the moderns also throw, like, something bad at everything that came before them, and think they are so high and mighty, and they don't realize that they are themselves a religion which is called evolution theory and atheism and all that kind of stuff, which is kind of an religion in and of itself.
Yeah, and
They
one
never
thing
get
to
away from it.
just the easy thing to just dissect the theory of evolution is that what you're saying is that the world doesn't consist of telos, of purpose. It's purposeless, because that's one of the starting points you have to ask yourself when you put yourself in some worldview. Is that evolution, Scientism, and Hinduism, Christianity, and so on? That is often the part you have to question. Okay, does the world have telos? Does the world have purpose? Have things purpose? Or is it just atoms and chaos? Atoms is bumping into each other and but when you look at the world, actually what you see is that everything has purpose. Even into the lowest part of everything has a purpose. It's created in perfect ways to be a purpose of something, and that's something that we talked about recently. And the recent question about hierarchy, actually, that's the same thing you can see in creation, in everything. Is the purpose. We see things, and we our orientation rely on purpose. So if you're going to get a glass of water, then you do that by purpose, and you will see the glass and you will see the water, but you have much things around you, but you won't see it that clearly. So what your purpose is, what helps that purpose, what you are striving after at that moment, that will be the most clearest thing to you as well. So and this of course stems into the Plato's forms in the world of ideas and so forth, like at share, for instance. You have the same there. You have the category of a share. That's the share nature, let's say. If we know what it's there for, it's to calm down, to sit on, and so on. And everything of the share have this structure, just as the hierarchy in a system. You have the peasants, and you have the working class, and then you have the priest, king, and so it's the same with the share. For instance, you have the lowest parts. Is the foundation, is the legs. Then you have the plate where you sit on, and so on and so on. And the lowest parts brings up the highest, most important part. But the important part also make purpose. It stems. What stems from the highest part is the purpose. How to explain English? The purpose comes from above down to the lower parts of the share. So the higher parts of the share give purpose to the lower part. So, but and the highest thing of the share is the category of the share. So that stems into that actually as well. So that was maybe a long, exhausted answer, but yeah. And sorry for my bad English there, but my mind is not that good to remember things in English always, the words that is. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we have gone through that one, and then we go to I see we have some new participants here. So everyone that is new to my YouTube channel and this live stream, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would help me out a lot to make some more content and so forth, and would be very much appreciated. And what we do here today, we have a Q&A. You can ask anything regarding what is stated in the title or anything that is related to that. And you can even join in, actually. You can just have your mic on or both your mic and video. You're welcome to do so, as long as you're civil. If you're not civil, we will end it with you, and we will build you out. But otherwise, you can join in, actually. But if you don't feel like that, you can just put a question in the chat or a topic you want us to talk on here. So yeah, let's go ahead and take this one. Do you think the beef? No, Ogwu continues. Do you think democracy can work? Or do you think we should all be run by the Chinese, Russians, or North Koreans? No, democracy in its end game cannot work. That is a war against universal principles, actually. And it's not the way God set up the world to be consisting. That's also false dialectic again there. We don't need to choose the Russians, Chinese, or the North Koreans. Actually, we can have sovereign areas in the world as well. So, but I give the word over to my brother here. So, what you say? But you can see the question there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Art democracy is working. Everybody have the right to vote once every fourth year, or different ways in different countries and so on. But in the end, it's like you're voting for the same thing, just different ways of doing the same thing, so to speak, and so on. So, and also Chinese, Russian, or Koreans. No, I mean, North Korea is called the Democratic Republic of North Korea. Well, you can vote on two. You can vote for Kim Jong-un, or you can vote for something else and you will be killed or something. But otherwise, democracy is like a mass ideology, similar to many other ideologies, and it's for the stupid to just not to be demeaning, but to let people feel that they have something to say, while it really doesn't matter that much.
Yeah,
that's my take on it.
Yeah, well said. I agree totally. And especially the point there that is a way for the oligarchs to, that's the word, oligarchs, to control the masses. And, because it's, if you think about it, it's extremely unrealistic to let uneducated people have a say in how the state should be, or the nation should be governed. It's so bogus, because you don't do this in different other areas of life. If I'm a car mechanic, I won't seek the counsel of a human relation worker, HR. I won't do that because that person know nothing about fixing cars. But when we do the most important thing, how does the nation should be governed, then everybody can have their say. Of course you can say your very, very intelligent things with your paper vote, and you can even take like the example that we have. The oligarchs use immigration as well to get more votes as well, because they give them profitable life sustaining resources and so on. So yeah, it's so crazy actually that we even put the democracy in our mouth. How can this work? You don't let the lowest part of something rule. But that is often because no one it's very hard. It's not to, as Andreas said, not to be demeaning, but we have to. I don't think I am. I'm neither well suited to choose how nation should be how it should be governed, because it's very complex. But I have of course like a broad idea, but I don't know every complexity of these matters. So it's quite crazy when you start thinking about, okay, most people just get lured into what the official media says. That's what they know. So you can see how easy it is for oligarchs and lobbyists and secret societies to just govern the economic situations and all the politics views of the people and so on. Yeah, it's laughable actually. Yeah, we live in a clown world. Okay, so we go ahead with another one. Oh yeah, wisdom is mine. He don't like the religious part in all politics. I get it, but yeah, we can take it here. Religion has no God. It is just an old political system created by egoic lowlifes, and it is pure delusional. I would say just, I don't want to feed you too much here because I sense you're quite hostile here. So it's not an old political idea. Politics is that is a modern idea. So first off, religion is what everything, not religion, I would say Orthodox Christianity, of course. It goes back to the book of Genesis, first Genesis, and creation story and so on. That is where everything comes from. And it's what everything is hanging on, so to say, build on up. So you can just take your political system and see all the law system and so on. That comes from religion, actually. So just on a very very surface level, you can see it directly that your statement is totally inconsistent. So, and it's not true at all, actually. I sense very much of a cynical mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very incohesively written, I would say.
Yeah.
It's
not thought through. It's just coming from impulses.
Yeah.
I sense. So let's see here. We have another one. Forging interference in internet culture has gotten worse right before World War III. Perfect time to destabilize the country. Yeah. Yeah, it is, of course, it's true. That's a part of yeah, it's how media have developed as well, you know. You can take that one if you want to. I have to go to the bathroom actually. So,
Yeah,
do you need a bathroom break?
no, it's okay.
Okay.
I think there has always been foreign interference in internet culture. I mean, it's just what it
We can't see you,
is.
Andre. We can't see you,
And
Andrew. We can't see you, Andre. We can't see you.
uh,
So, everybody that is new to this YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel, The Metanoia Path, and also put a question in the chat, please, so we can pick it up and answer it. You can see some of the topics that is up for grabs in the title there, but health, diet, training, religion, philosophy, psychology, politics, everything is up for grabs actually. We can also talk about if you have maybe a thing you want to be coached in. Maybe you want to get more energized. Maybe you want to get your sleep in order. Maybe you have a situation in your life that you would like a external take on or get coached in. We can do a little coaching here as well. So yeah, don't be shy, and hopefully my brother will come back here soon. Meanwhile, I will just let's see it. Yeah. Meanwhile, will do this. I was actually heading to the bathroom, but I noticed my brother went away, so I have to entertain you. You know. I don't know what he said, but foreign interference in internet culture has gotten worse right before World War III. Perfect time to destabilize the country. Yeah, I totally agree. But yeah, as I don't know what my brother said, but yeah, that is something that is happening, and the media today is actually quite. It's an off-growing of normal media, let's say, because now you can have like bot farms and so on. But this goes both ways. This goes every way. So every country do that. Let's see here. Link isn't working. Raid the room TV says. I will check it. Raid the room TV. I think I have to take these off because, but I can't see. You know, I can't see without my glasses. I have, yeah, you know, vision. I have to take contact lenses. Raid. Let's see here. Raid the room TV says, "Do you think lesbians should be sovereign?" You have to elaborate on that. Actually, I thought Tate was in jail. Yeah, I'm not Tate only because I'm bald and I have glasses. It's actually I have vision in these glasses, and also I need to protect my eyes a bit from the screen. I have sensitive eyes. So this was a fun one. This was a fun one. Yeah. He says, I thought this was funny. I love this. What in the Fast and the Furious is going on here? It's vroom, vroom. Let's see here. CGE 33 vids says Tate doesn't stutter. No, sorry for doing that, but I'm not Tate. I don't want to be there either. So Frank Almond Joy, submit to Rome. No, I don't agree. Submit to God and the Eastern Orthodox Church. Islam Makachu says, bro is Andrew Bate. Bro is Andrew Bate. Yeah. No, I'm not Andrew Tate baiting. No, I'm not doing that actually. But yeah. Andrew, wait. Andrew late Tate. Okay. Funny man. So everybody that is new to this live stream, please go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Don't mind my Andrew Tate look. It's not on purpose. It's just that I don't have any hair and I need my glasses to protect my eyes from the screen. And I have a beard because I don't have hair on my head. So then we have clarified that. Hope you're enjoying the answer here. Let's see. We have wisdom is mine. Another question. Just prove your point. Don't tell me I'm wrong. You're right. Stop advising before proving a point. I did make a point actually. But maybe you are quite darkened with your presuppositions that you don't see my point. So if you go back, you can see what I said. And if you're not glad with the answer I gave before, you can actually put a question in again, and I will try to make it more clearly. Okay? Wisdom is mine. Please do that. Thank you very much for your question. Mr. Tom 76. Brave in those glasses. Yes, very brave, because you can't see my eyes and I feel very, very comfortably safe here behind my eyeglasses. Okay. Let's see. Pit Hole concert. I don't know that. I don't know what that is. Let's see. I have to call my brother and see where he's around. Hopefully he will get in here soon, actually. I will put him up on the phone. Maybe you can hear some Swedish then. Let's see here. Take it. Glad to see you out with. Let's see. Andrew Tate, blue balloon. No, I'm not Andrew Tate, man. Sorry to disappoint you, mate. Andrew Fake. Yes, Andrew Fake. But I'm not trying to be Andrew Tate. That's not my idol in any sense. I don't have any idols. The only one is God here. So that's the only thing you should idolize, or not idolize, but should put on the highest top of the hierarchy. Anshuman 3047 says, keep your heads up, man. The shine is blinding my eyes. Wow. Is it my shiny head, maybe? Baldy Association meeting. Yes, Baldy Association meeting. We are talking about how to be bald, how to get a shiny bald, and how to make it in the world as a bald man. That's what we are doing here. Let's see here. Andrew Tati? No. That was a comment actually. So Lojimoy Broha 6950. Are you guys both Johnny Sins or Andrew Tate? We are neither, and I don't know who Johnny Sins is. Let's put my brother up here as soon as he is connecting. I think he's ready to get on stage. Here he is. Let's see. Let's see here. Are you guys both? No, okay, we did that one. Johnny Sins, is that you? I don't know Johnny Sins. Who is that? I have to look it up. Who's Johnny Sins? Johnny Sins. Let's see. Who is that? I don't know. But yeah, I kind of like, but yeah, it's more because we're bald. He's a doctor of some sort, right? So, oh, welcome back, Andre. Do you hear me? Andre? Andre? So, anyway. Let's see here. André, jag tror det laggar för dig. It's lagging, André. Let's see here. We have Fart Smella 67. Hi, Johnny Sins. I really enjoy your content, and it is really cool to watch with the whole family. I don't any of your videos on social media, by the way. Okay. Oh, thank you very much. I actually, my middle name is Johnny. That's quite funny, as you said it. Yeah. So my mid name is Johnny, and my father's brother was named Johnny, and I have a cousin that is named Johnny as well. So a little bit of information about that. So everybody that is new to this live stream and my YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be much appreciated. And this is how I look without the glasses. But when I take it off, I don't see anything, and the light comes into my eye, and my eyes hurts. So I have this one. I don't try to look cool or something. I can't help. I'm look cool as F, but that's just how I am. Okay. I'm trying to make it in the world as a bald man. Okay. Have some concern. No concern. Yeah, I don't know. Sympathies for me, please, Mr. Baldman here. Try to make it. Yeah. Jokes aside, we go on here. Hey, bro. And let's see here. He says, hey, bro, can react to Revisio, please. I don't know what that is. Revisio. What is that? Enlighten us on that, please. Because I don't know what it is. JJ says, Daddy. Esmalim says, shut up. What? Okay. No. We have a lot of questions or statements or banter. Much of it is just banter and Andrew Tate things. Before, let's see here. I think it's my brother here. So before, I will take your next question soon. Let's see if I can refresh this one. So B4 says, If Jesus Christ were alive, will he call himself a Protestant or an Orthodox or a Catholic Christian? Seeing all this now, what would he declare himself to be? Jesus. Good question, but I don't know what he would call himself, but I know that the closest thing to what he teaches humanity is from the Orthodox tradition and Orthodox faith. So I would say if he would have like this, because you have to think about this as well, that before the schism 1054, when the West the West split from the East and created the papacy and so on, that is when the Eastern Orthodox started to call themselves Orthodox, because they had to make a distinction between them and the papacy and Catholic Roman Catholic Church. So it's just that, and Orthodox means right worship, right belief. So that is what that is. So he would. I can't say what he would, but we believe that he would affirm our belief, the Eastern Orthodox. And B4 continues here, and he says, or else he would declare himself a separate entity by declaring all three, or he would say wrong things about all three, saying that they are giving wrong teachings. I think I think I understand what you're out after here, but it's as you said, it's would be very contradictory to affirm all denominations, because if you do that, you're a heretic to everyone. So no, and how can he? Yeah, it would be very inconsistent as well if he would declare the Eastern Orthodox Church as false as well. So, and we have to take the how to say it, revelations as truth and so on. So yeah. But I mean, can Jesus declare that, and that, oh, you all misunderstood everything and so on? Yeah, but when you look into scripture, when you look into the historical account, when you take the psychological and metaphysical truth and so on, everything points to Jesus Christ, and we live after what he taught. So, but yeah, of course, everything is possible with that. But that's a very strange way of living after, just to think that everything could be this way, but it isn't. And then there's not a big probability that it would be, but it somehow just is, you know. Yeah, it becomes a very, very dangerous way to live, and very chaotic. More Andrew Tate banter. Hi, Andrew Tate. Hello to you. I'm not Andrew, but my brother named Andrew. That's funny enough. Kings go rogue. Okay. Andrew Tate, question mark. No. But my brother is named Andrew Tate, but he's not with us here at the moment because he's disconnected. Hussein Mokada. Yes, Hussein, welcome back. I remember you. Hey, you remember me? Sorry, Mom. Oh, yeah. My condolences goes to you, Hussein. Hope you hang in there. Hussein, I hope you, pray for your mother, and hope you Don't dwell too deep into sorrow. Medieval Method says, is this a Andrew Tate conversation? No, it's not. Question Beyond says, both Baldy. Yes, you got that right. Serious channel should have sunglasses off. Yeah, I know, but I can't see, Maybe I will take them off for you guys. 200 Andrews. No, just one. My brother named Andrew. So, my brother joined in here again here. Cooked says some say top G. Yo, you that guy that smeared peanut butter on. Yeah, I just this one we can take off. Yeah, no, I don't like that one. No, I'm not that guy. You got it wrong.
Funny though.
Yeah, I think it was your brother, but yeah, we delete that one. So, hello, welcome back, Andre, and everyone is taunting me about Andrew Too Baldy, Andrew Tate's top G, and yeah, and someone says that as well. I know if it's a serious conversation, you shouldn't have sunglasses. No, I can't see you. I only see a picture of you. You know, the Facebook picture, or your So let's see here now. We should. Okay, so he have spanned this comment. So let's take it away. You can smear peanut butter over something else. Let's see here. Marcus Aurelius says, we got Andrew Tate here. No, we don't. Andrew, you are changed with human trafficking charge. So you are going to be detained. Let's take that away. I think I have to put my contact lenses in because people don't like when I'm sitting with sunglasses. They think I'm impersonating Andrew Tate. Okay, Andrew went away again. Deadpill01 says, lul, I love trans. Okay, let's take that away. We don't like that comment. I found another turd. Yeah, not funny. Submit to Rome and the Pope. No, we don't like that one. Andrew Tate from Walmart. Yeah, maybe. Not in the least, actually. It's just the looks. B4, one of my favorites here. Thanks, man. I really appreciate your point of view. Thank you as well. I appreciate your questions. They are really good. Oftentimes the best in the comments, actually. Wada says, hello to you, my friend. NY Coffee Shell Pididi Regin. I don't know what that means. Am I supposed to know what that means? Okay, everybody in the chat, please put a question in the let's see here. Romania. Okay. Dobrudan. No, that's Dobrudan. That's Serbian or Croatian. It's Balkan. No, I'm not. Come on. Which country? Frank says, Frank Almond's Joyce ask, which country? I'm from Sweden. We are from Sweden. And official PDD, where are your brother from? My brother is also Swedish, but I have a little brother, but he's not here with us. He's in Brazil, in Rio, and he's from Rio. But the brother I have with me today is my older brother. Too brown for Sweden. No, I'm just having a tan. We have a lot of sun here, actually. Most of the summers I'm pretty pale, but this summer we had good sun and I was able to work outside and so on. And I've been a lot of outside and hiking and so on as well. So that's why. Yeah. Maybe I take my glasses off. Maybe I do that later because all the bantering. No. Okay. So everybody new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Would be much appreciated. And also, yeah, you see, I don't see anything. No, you can see my eyes, right? See? But I don't see anything without them. So, Frank Almond Joy says, cool, I am from France. Oh, nice. Oui. A letter P says, did you got internet in there? Did you got? I don't know what you mean about the A letter P. Yeah, so guys, go ahead and put a question in the chat, please, and maybe a topic you want us to talk about. And I hope Andrew will come on here soon. I see. Yeah, no, we have him. Yeah, here we go. Look, we have another queen in the studio here. Samira Love Candy. Hello, I'm back. Did you remember me? Yes, Samira, I remember you from yesterday's stream. Of course I did. So A letter P says Diddy is in your chat. Oh. So I'm thinking about next time I will take my orange glasses, but the problem is I need some glasses to not hurt my eyes when I do this a longer time with the computer. When I'm on the phone, it's okay because it's not so strong. And actually, I have sunglasses with vision. So if I take it off, I don't see anything. So contact lenses, but yeah, then I struggle because it hurts my eyes and so on after some time, and I get very tired. And so when you have,
I use it, it's because looking cool, you know.
Yes, you are only using it to looking cool, and your name is Andrew, so you are in a way Andrew Tate. Just in another way and in another country, but you are. You're not driving a Bugatti. I'm driving a Bugatti. You're not driving a Bugatti, but you're riding a bicycle. No, you're better because you're using your legs instead of a wheel. So no, as I try to tell them in the chat that I have no interest in Andrew Tate at all. I think he's quite a loony guy. So, and yeah, I don't want to be associated with him at all. But we have had some questions in some live stream about him, and yeah, but I don't have much to say about it. Yeah. But yeah, as someone said, you shouldn't have sunglasses in a serious conversation. No, that's actually right. In a conversation, you shouldn't have sunglasses. But on the computer, it's a little bit different because you don't look right into the webcam and have the eye contact with the person you talk to. So it's a bit different. But in real life, it's, as you said before as well, that it's quite hard to have a conversation with people with sunglasses on. You can't see their eyes, and you know what I say, the eyes is the window into the soul. Let's see here, Frank Almond Joy, you have to translate it because we can't read France, but I can comment the Viver. I know what to say. Yeah, we live in Sweden. To Stockholm. No, we're not living in Stockholm. We are living in the south of Sweden, so the lowest part of Sweden. Jag visiter alla Swedens una semai. I think he says he will visit Sweden someday, and you're very welcome. But I would it's quite nice in the south then because it's if you go in the rural areas, Not in the cities, that's not nice, but in the rural areas with small red cabins, very nice. And my favorite part of Sweden is Norrland. It's the north part of Sweden, Lapland. That's where you find the real nice nature as well. So yeah, so Andre, can you entertain the chat while I am going and go to the little
Yeah,
boys' rooms?
I can just read whatever here. Yeah.
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 Nothing too spicy, but
we can read a. No, nothing too spicy. Yeah. I might as well just take whatever book here's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just joking. You read what you want, and you can also you can see the chat. So if there's chat, you can comment on it, and you can just answer it because yeah, and do what you want there. So I'm back, so I will mute myself.
Few words in many of them. So yeah,
I will. Yeah. Let's see here. Where can I mute myself?
Yeah. We have talked about it today as well, so I just go into that. And it is from this book, The Crisis of the Modern World by René Guénon. And on page 73, on an underlining here that I have drawn, the most decisive arguments against democracy can be summed up in a few words. The higher cannot proceed from the lower, because the greater cannot proceed from the lesser. This is an absolute mathematical certainty that nothing can gainsay. Then I go to another page, 74. I have underlined something as well. You might as well want to read this book. So the great ability of those who are in control in the modern world lies in making the people believe that they are governing themselves. And the people are the more inclined to believe this, as they are flattered by it, and as in any case they are incapable of sufficient reflection to see its impossibility. So I go to another underlining and so on. The opinion of the majority cannot be anything but an expression of incompetence, whether this be due to lack of intelligence or to ignorance. Pure and simple. Certain observations of mass psychology might be quoted here, in particular the widely known fact that the aggregate of mental reactions aroused among the component individuals of a crowd crystallizes into a sort of general psychosis whose level is not merely not that of the average, but actually that of the lowest elements present. And I think that's a very interesting quote. It's like the lowest element present. It's just like the instincts driving it, the impulses and so on. It's down to the matter basis. There's nothing transcendent whatsoever. So you can see that in this book, there's a red line, which you might want to read it. It's actually one of my favorite books. I read it maybe 5 times. It's just a small book. And here's another underlining that I have drawn. Emotional impulses hinder reflection, and making use of this incompatibility is one of the dishonest tricks that practiced in politics. So that was about it. You're back. You're still muted, though, but I can go through something else until you're not muted. It is self-evident that one can build only upon something that has a real existence, and that where there is lack of continuity and reconstruction must be artificial, cannot any reconstruction must be artificial and cannot endure. You're still muted, though.
Yeah, here I am. So, yeah, so we have almost gone for 2 hours, and I think we have, we can go on for like 50 minutes. I think that's what's left on this live stream, actually. So, and I see we don't have that many participants either. So it's quite a good time, to just maybe end it if there's no one coming in. Let's see here. I'm just going to take away this here. I think it was this one. So yeah, there we go. So this was this one here. Let's see. I will see if this is. Yeah, so can we have some questions? Welcome to this live stream, everybody. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. You can put a question in the chat. You can even participate in this live stream through the link in the description. I also put it in the chat somewhere, and I will put it again. So if you want to join, you can join with my microphone and video, so you can try it out. Sometimes it can be hard to join, but oftentimes it works. So if you have a question regarding something relating to something in the title, you can put that in, and you can also put a topic in that you would like us to speak on, or any of that kind. We're soon up to 2 hours here, so we will end it if we don't get any questions. And that's about it. I can see we have some new participants here. Welcome to the live stream. We will have a Q&A, or we have a quick Q&A here. So let's put your questions in the chat. No, doesn't look like any questions here. So then, if we don't have any questions, we will just see what have been on your mind, Andre, of in the days.
Mostly like the books I'm reading and so on. I'm doing a little bit on my own channel as well, but it's just having it out there because I have had a channel before. So because it's otherwise it has mostly been the gym, the reading, and so on.
Yeah.
And then also I have a book that I will read pretty soon. It's called in Swedish Drömberättelsen or something like that. So
Dream
maybe
story.
Yeah. And you know the movie by Stanley Kubrick, Ice White Shot, is based or has this book as inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was
Okay.
interesting to read it because it's written back in 1925 or something like that.
Okay. Are you starting to
By
reading that
Arthur
now? Or?
Schnitzler.
Schnitzler.
Arthur
Okay.
Schnitzler.
Okay. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I have 3 books of him at home, pretty small books that I will go through. So I read a lot of novels at the moment. So,
mostly novels.
Mostly novels at the moment.
Yeah.
Actually.
Okay. I will put a.
And you?
Oh. What I'm reading right now. Or?
Yeah. What are you reading?
Yeah, as usual, I read. Usually, I read the Bible, of course, the Orthodox Study Bible. Even though I've already read it, but that I always read, and on top of that, I read a book called. I can show you it. 2 seconds. So I read a book that I was planning to read last year, actually, but never got to it because I had other books I read. It's from Hero monk Damascene. He's a monk from monastery in Alaska. I think he was from the same as Seraphim Rose. So I'm almost done here. I just have some. It's just the last chapter here. It's called Christ, the Eternal Tao. So yeah, it's well recommended. It's very good. It's very good, and it's extremely interesting.
How
and it's
come they use the
Tao?
Yeah.
You hear?
Go on.
Yeah. Tao means way. So
yeah, exactly.
You know, we say Orthodox say that everything is pointing to Christ, and the Taoists, it was like 3,000 years ago, and even further back than that. And what you can see in those writings is how it points to Christ, and especially when you read Lao Tzu. He was living before the second person of the Godhead became incarnate. So, but he don't know him personally, but he sensed that it is somewhat a person with goodwill, and also how he explains the way, what the proper way is. That Tao means way. Is what you can see in Jesus' teachings and so on, and in the biblical teachings and so on. And it's also shows the historical example of how Taoism was originated, and how the worship worked and so on. And they actually had up into modern times they did but they forgot a lot of it. But when you read the old text, you can see it. But the emperor in China and so on, they had this. They had a ritual that they were offering up to the one God, and so on, up into modern day, actually. So that is like crumbles that have been left for something they forgot, if you know what I mean. But if you read the old scriptures and so forth, you can see it's clearly what they are looking for is Christ, and is the one God, the one Trinitarian God. And So it's very interesting. Not to go into much, I've spoken a little bit on it on some live streams actually, but yeah, I have to like do it more structured so people can understand it, because it can be, and I have to refresh my mind on the first chapters as well. It's quite heavy, but most of
Yeah.
the third part of the book is a I recommend to read Lao Tzu's Tao Te Ching first off, and because in the first third of the book, you see then this priest monk, he shows his verses, and he don't reconstruct them, but he shows with the language, the terminology of the biblical sense and the perspective of when the incarnate God all have come down, and take Lao Tzu's poems and writings and show how this points to Christ. So that's the first third part. It's just like, I can show you. It's like this is also how Lao Tzu's Tao Te Ching is structured. But of course, you have a quite heavy introduction, but like this,
Yeah, in
and
different
then
brackets.
Yeah, and then with Orthodox terminology and so on, also compare and make it more obvious that when you put it side by side, you can see the teachings on Lao Tzu. He had this intuition on how this, in his mind, the universal force, but he alludes to that, and he do notice that there is a will behind all this, and it's good, and it's everything good is elevated, and humility and everything, of the Christian teachings actually. So it's very, very good. And I would also say, to someone that is new to Orthodox Christianity, it's very good as well, because there is a lot of theology, but in a more a quite easy way to understand, and in a very spiritual way as well. Many of the spiritual practices and so on, and also as it's very good. I won't expand on it too much here, but it's a recommendation. Maybe you will get some in when you have read those books you have got from me. Maybe you will have this in a future present or something, because I think this is a must read, even though it's not it's not that it's not necessary to read it to understand Orthodox Christianity, but it's a very good seed, to have in mind, because that's also one thing. You have to like see it from a big and broad perspective and see how everything connects, So and I don't know if this will end in 2 minutes, because I think you only got like two hours of streaming. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there was a thing that I thought about Lao Tzu, and he was also wasn't he talking about also that in his own words, from something higher, like that where he was at when this book was written was actually a fall from something higher, so to speak.
I can't remember exactly that, but something of that kind. Yes.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Yes, that he's standing on not just to be blunt, on the traditions of great men, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like
So because there are things, there are traditions there that you can manage to. Yeah, you can you search it up, you know, but it's the old
yeah.
scripture, and he because you have to have this. That's what he's alluding to, you know. Also, the from the Genesis story and so on. So we believe that that is the most clear description of everything that happened, and he's alluding to that. And he is not the only one, you know. But you have everything like the Noah story is also very known, and every culture have that, you know, the flood story and so on. But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that I've said before, you know, that people think that paganism is what came first, and then you had monotheism. But it was the other way around, actually. So it got corrupted by time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like from like Lao Tzu said, when the way has been lost, virtue remains. When virtue is lost, ethics remains. When ethics are lost, moralism remains. Moralism is the exteriorization of ethics and defines the principle of decline.
Yeah.
So I think that is like from that is from Tao Te Ching, but it has
Yeah.
been translated in different ways. But it like famous line from that.
Yes. Yeah. It's. Yeah, I recognize it, and that is much what is. Yeah. Yeah, that's one example of how you can see how it connects. And yeah, he had great intuitions and so on. So let's see. I'm trying to find where how much time limit we have.
Yeah, it's over 2 hours at the moment, so it's
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
2:02.
Yeah, I saw that. Maybe it's working. I don't. Even though I will see if it's still on.
There have become some new comments, I see.
Yeah, I think we're live. So yeah. Yeah, we have some new. Yeah, but it's a great read. Christ Eternal Christ Eternal Tao. It's super good. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think it's not so many important, but I can take them. They are combining YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook into one large company. Yeah, well, that's prone to happen. So yeah, it seems to be the end game. It will be called You Tweet Face. Yes, it will. B4, thanks to you. BRKRR. What's with your hair, bro? Don't get any. The toupee flew away in the wind. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Andrew Tate from Temo. Yes. Two same looking guys speaking with each other. Yes. You pricks. Yes. Okay. We are pricks. Yeah.
And
So and I will. I think I will share my screen. Actually, that was what I was supposed to do. Screen share. Here we go. You can see it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I just want to show. This is Andrew's channel. If someone, I will put the link in the description as well, so you can go ahead and subscribe to that channel as well. So he have some videos here. So quite a new channel, so or an old one, but he hadn't. Yeah, it's from 2030. Oh, so it's pretty old, but yeah. So there you see.
Thank you very much.
Let's see here. I will just go ahead and do it like this. Andrew Tate's aborted little brother. Yeah. It's a lot of bantering.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there are some parts here. Let's see. Something that is, I think I wrote it down because that is quite. 2 seconds. I think I wrote it down. Let's see here. Yeah, so here you have it. There's some example. Okay, I have written this in Swedish, so I have to like translate it. So there is an old sigil, old symbol, you know, a Chinese symbol, and it's from the olden times, from the Chinese language. And there is word, and this is the symbol is connecting. Is the inherent meaning of this is connecting 3 things, and it's Shang Ti, which is the highest lord or the highest ruler, and then it's Tao, the way, and then it's Ling, which is spirit. So you have God the Father, you have the way, that is the person, second person of the Godhead, that is Jesus, and you have Ling, the Spirit, the Holy Spirit. So you have that in the old sigils, and so it's a triadic sigil, and so yeah. So it's also, the interesting thing is also in the etymological sense, it's you know, it's not just father, it's also mind, and this yeah. And let's see what so yeah, you can see it was just something about that which I was telling about before, and I want to see the historical. Yeah, anyway, I'm too tired to look that up now, but let's see here. We don't have any questions here. I think we're about to end it if we don't get any questions, actually. The day is running out here, so need to But we can give it a couple more minutes. We have not that much participants here now, but if you have any questions or a topic you want us to talk about, you can put it in the chat. And yeah. So yeah, I think we have to end it here actually. So there's no one in now, so it's a good way to end. So yeah, I will will put your link in the description as well. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, the Metanoia Path YouTube channel, and also go ahead and subscribe to Andrew's channel, which is the present moment 39.
Only the present moment. I think that is just what is seen when you write a comment, but it's the present moment. I guess there's many channels who has the name the present moment. So
yeah, I think so
I
too.
just haven't. I can change it up a little bit though to something else.
Yeah, you can change it
but
afterwards.
Yeah.
So okay, let's see. We have a final question here. The final. Okay, no questions. Okay, the final constants from an egg look-alike competition. Yeah. Okay. Yes, not a serious question there, but yeah. I think, let's see here. New to streaming. Oh, okay. I think it's weird that we can still go on, actually. We can wait 2 minutes and see if there's someone else. Let's see. We have a question
there
here.
came somebody here.
Yes, let's see here. And we have, so we can keep on. Do you want to keep on going, or?
Yeah, absolutely. I will just take a glass of water pretty soon.
Yeah. Yo3333 says, hey, if this is religion, can someone tell me if I can redeem this? So my friend sold Lok on Fortnite. So I skinned his cat and put on a squirrel and hold him this. Okay, that's just about some game. I don't know. But I recognize sometimes you get in the chat like kids asking, do you like play Minecraft or Roblox and stuff like that. So this is, but I don't know what you did there, but yeah, I can't answer that. It's too weird. So everybody is new to this live stream and YouTube channel. Please go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and also look in the description. So I skin. Yeah, we take that away. Yeah. So I think we it's better that we just end it here, because it doesn't seem to have. If there's something you would like to speak on, or
I'm pretty okay with ending it here as well.
Yeah.
There's not many like questions and so on. Yeah.
No, exactly. And I feel quite exhausted, and my voice is not that good. And yeah, I feel I need to get up here. So
yeah.
So
I
everyone
will take some water, some
Yeah.
chest training today.
Yeah, great. I will do some. I will train some legs and stomach and stomach. I train abs and. Let's see. We have some question. Chessmith 8594 asks, "What's the talk about?" Many different topics. We have a Q&A, so we talk on the questions and answer those, and then we also take topics that the chat can. They can put a topic in the chat that they want us to talk about, and it's anything regarding health, diet, training, philosophy, religion, psychology, politics, anything of that kind. Doesn't seem that questions is coming in, but you can state a question if you want, and you can even. No, it's too late, but next time you can join the stream. Actually, with mic and video as well, if you like to. But who are you? Who are you really? My name is Matthias Libon, and I'm living in Sweden. I am a health optimizing coach, and I'm doing podcasts and doing this live stream. And oftentimes I do this live stream for coaching purposes, so you can see there's like a free coaching session. You can have back and forth in the chat, but mostly it becomes questions. That's why I do it usually with questions around people, around certain topics and so on. Yes, that's really, yeah. So we will end it there. No more questions, and thank you very much. And look for Andrew's YouTube channel in the description. I will put it soon after here, so you can click on his YouTube channel and subscribe. Thank you very much for joining us here today. Make the next topic about eating pork good versus bad. We can take a last one. I see we have some new. Eating pork. It can be. It's both good and bad, of course. It's depend on your sensitivity, because pork meat is prone to sometimes. It's very high in histamine. So when histamine is high, if you're sensitive, you're also prone to get inflammation. So that's a bad thing. But otherwise, pig, the micronutrients and so on is very good. They're good nutrients and good protein and fats and so forth. And from a religious sense, no problem to eat pork. That's what I would say. What do you say about that?
Yeah, well, I don't eat much pork myself, and I don't have too much to say about it, more than traditionally in Northern Europe, we have eaten pork a lot back in the olden days. And if it wouldn't be for the pig, then we might have starved to death, so to speak, at certain historical points in time.
Yes. And one thing there with if you thinking about the Old Testament and the Hebrews, why they didn't eat pork and so on. Of course, it's when you live outside in the desert, of course, it's more prone to get rotten. But it was the biggest part was actually not that. It was because the Hebrews that was bearing the seed of the coming Messiah had to distinguish themselves from other people and tribes, not to intermingle. So they ate different things. So automatically, if you don't allow certain meats and certain foods that other people eat, then you don't eat together. So that's like a way to distinct your people from another people. Let's see. I mean, Johnny Sins, triplet brothers. Yeah, there are many. You're not the first one that say we look like Andrew Tate and Johnny Sins. I checked out Johnny Sins. He was some kind of doctor or something. I don't know. Maybe he's an actor. I think that was an acting, the doctor part. Schütz Smith says, meat can take up a couple of months to fully break down in the system, whereas fruit and veg within hours. Now, actually, the body is, that's a misconception. The body is very good at taking up the nutrients and so on from meat, actually. If you only eat meat, you won't go to the bathroom that much. I've tried myself for 7 months, just eat red meat and cow liver. You don't go in the bathroom that much because the body, because it's so dense in nutrients, it take care of everything. But when you eat like fruits and vegetables and processed foods and so on, the body want the waste to get out of the body. So there's not a lot of waste when you eat good meats. So that's a misconception. It's closer things to human, I bet. I don't know what you mean. Okay, yeah. Pig. Yeah, I've heard so too. They called pig swine because they lived in the mud. Yeah. To bro, exactly because it takes so long to break it down. Yes. Yeah. Of course, it takes some time to break down. Yeah, but eventually you will get all those nutrients. Yeah. So you so wrong with the meat. Fruit and veg is a lot healthier. No. I don't want to be polemic, but that's totally wrong, actually. First off, we can go into this a bit because this is something that need to be ironed out a bit. Can you please help to guide how to lose weight without loose skin on the belly? Okay, we have some questions. Fruit isn't all that good. No, BBB, you're right. It's been proven by experts. No, it has not been proven by experts. Quite the contrary. You're lied to. First off, I can take the studies that the medical system rely on is old bad studies. What they did with meat is what very because they have an agenda that they wanted to sell processed foods and things they can grow and so on. Because if you can make the stuff you're selling, you can make an infinite amount of it, and you can sell it for the price that you like. But with meat, that's another thing. You have to have cows, you have to make them grow up, and to get the meat good, you have to really take care of the animals and so on, and feed them well and so on. And BB, and yeah, I will just expand on this. Yeah, so this study that they rely on is a very bad study. What they did, very, very hypocritical and very, very deceptive. They took meats and what they did, they combined hamburgers with smoked, like ham and so on. And then they put also red meat in there. And then they said, oh, look, this is not good for you. No, that's of course, you put processed foods and you put pork and you put hamburgers and so on in the same camp as the red meat. Of course, you're going to get that result. And that is what the medical system is relying on, actually. So that's just a big lie, first off. And then vegetables and fruits. Fruits is better than vegetables, of course, but vegetables and both fruits, they, if you look back at time, they didn't look that way. They didn't taste that way. They were very small. They didn't taste as they do today, because what we have done is we have taken the most delicious and the best vegetables and fruits, and then we have cropped it, and we have made something that was never meant to be. And so fruits today that you can see is oftentimes more sugar than it used to, And same goes with like a potatoes. You didn't eat potatoes before because they were little sour things that you didn't eat actually. That came with agriculture. And then on top of that, when you eat fruit and vegetables today, most what you get is chemicals because they spray it with very, very, very unhealthy sprays. And it's even if you eat ecological vegetables, which is quite expensive, oftentimes they crop this side by side, so the sprays and pesticides comes also to the other one. So it's not nutritious. And if you only eat meat and fruit, you will really destroy yourself, your health, and so on. And just look at all the vegans and
Only
vegetarians.
the vegetable and fruits. You said meat and
Yeah.
fruits.
No, vegetables and fruits. So if you only eat that, you will
Yeah.
destroy yourself. And you can look at any vegan. Look at the girls, for example, like this. If you eat only vegetables, you have to have B12 and many other different nutrients that you use as a complement to your diet. And you have seen in studies as well that vegans and vegetarians and so on, what they eat, they are that category of people that eat most processed food actually, because everything they yearn for is meat like. And what they eat is like tofu and swamp and like fake meat and so on. It's very, very unhealthy. So I would say, man up, buy some red meat and some cow liver, and go with that instead of being a soy boy and eating vegetables and so on. Actually, you have to be quite hard with this because
it's a very Western thing. Also, it's sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's a very Western thing also because they eat tofu in Asia as well, but I don't eat as much. But vegans, they gulf themselves up with tofus. It's not how they eat it. They maybe eat 15 grams or 30 grams a week or something together with something else. Yeah.
Yeah, a very good point there, because they eat meat as well. Look at the Japanese. They're okay. They have some soy in their food, but not they don't base their food on that. They have a lot of clean meats and so on, a lot of fish and any of that kind. And so and actually, I think even when you eat, I don't think you're dipping. If you eat like sushi or sashimi in Japan, I don't think they use soy, not as much. So. And I see here we have some more. BBB says the COVID vaccine also proven by experts. Yeah, exactly. The experts, the new priest casts for the modern people. The body proves it. You ignore my question. No, I don't. We will take your question, Kushi Hama. Smith says exactly, listen to what you're saying. What? There's been studies from multiple places around the world. Fruit, vegetable, way better for the body. No, it's not. It's just not. So you're plainly wrong there. Sorry to hurt your feelings, but
the
that's
cow
the truth.
is eating what the cow does is like it eats grass and it digests it and takes it up, so it becomes more accessible. When you eat the meat, you get the nutrients from what has come of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the nutrients within vegetables isn't as viable as that within meat, because meat is very much more denser.
Yeah. And you think about it, cows, they eat all the time. That's what they do all day, all day, all day. And also, that is why if you have like autoimmune disease or symptoms and so on, you you eat animals with more than one stomach, because they have different cows have different stomachs that they can take care of the food and erase the that can take care of the pesticides and all the toxic from the vegetables, because that's also one thing. Vegetables have this mechanism that they are other sentient or other living entities that they don't want to be eaten because they want to spread. So there's a toxic in them that make animals not eat them. Some animals can eat different kind of vegetables and so on, but then again they have another digestive system, and this toxins that get into us humans when we eat it, it becomes a stressor in our body, and it can create a lot of problems like inflammation and so on. So that's a defensive system of the vegetables and any of that kind. So and also on top of that, of course, some say that we need some vegetables because of we need to train our immune system with this stress that the vegetables give us when we eat them. But yeah, then again, not as we eat it today. Before we maybe had it like, vegetables and so on was more for like medical purposes, like healing wounds and cleansing and so on. So it was not food in that way that we use it, actually. So
If I don't disremember, West today is mostly plant-based anyway. Yeah, if we go by, is it like 60% of what the people eats in a day is like plant-based because they eat bread and maybe a little bit of meat within the and so on. So it's already plant-based, much of it, yeah.
Yeah, of course, bread as well, because that is grain and so on.
Yeah, but the percentage of the amount is plant.
Yeah, okay.
We don't have the majority doesn't come from animal, which
No,
people eat.
and that goes aligned with what I don't know what is called in English, but Livsmedelsverket. The like the myndighet, vad kallas det på engelska? I can look it up. Yeah, but there is this guidelines for society how to eat, and that's across the Western world. And what they do is, if you go into their
when you're looking at it,
it's retarded. Yes. It's pretty crazy because they recommend that you eat a lot of carbs. Most of your diet should consist of carbs and so forth. But that is because they are in cahoots with food companies that produce this. Because if you recommend carbs, then you know that you can lead people to eat processed food, and processed food is easy to create and cheap to create, easy to get in large amounts, easy to get people sick, easy to get people addicted. Very important. That's a big part of it. So you see how all this connects. So turns out that the vegetables and fruits wasn't that good, Mr. Smith. I'm sorry I don't want to be like, yeah. But that's the truth. So BB says veganism is a mental illness. yeah, Many times, actually, yes, because many times it stems from a disruptive view of the world, that you should you should put the earth, so to say, higher than humans and higher than man, and then you worship the earth, and you don't want to reproduce children and so on because of this. And you can see this symbolically as well. You can see how it is a type of sterilization of the West and of the world, because universally the Father is in heaven, and the masculine is heavenly, and the feminine is earth, bound to earth, symbolically. And it's not arbitrary, because everything comes from heaven. All the lofty and all the spiritual knowledge and all the things come from heaven, and the closer it comes to earth, it materializes. So you need both parts, of course. So the lofty spiritual come from heaven, and then it comes to the ground, and when it comes to the ground, it materializes. But if you don't have the masculine part and only worshiping the earth, you will not procreate. So you can see it quite clear, actually. It's the seed come from the man, of course, and that's the same for us humans, and it's the same how nature works. And because if you have a seed, for example, it first comes from above, and then it goes below, and when it goes below, it materializes. But if you're only worshiping the earth, you won't take into account what is reproducing. And now I'm speaking from a human perspective, of course, but that is, you can see the consequences is that, because what they say, this is the root of what I'm trying to say, is what they say, the same people that is worshiping the earth and are all about the climate change and save the earth and so on, they also say this. They say we shouldn't reproduce because of the earth. We shouldn't reproduce because we destroy the earth. Oh, what happens? Yes, we get sterilized, and then we are, gone.
Yeah, it's veganism, abortion, self-castration, atheism, or even New Age, and other stuffs goes into that. So it's self-hating, and it's human hating. Because you also can see on certain people who are vegans, not all, but you can see that they treat themselves very badly. Many of them look like Yankees, and a lot of piercings in their faces and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and that also stems into how Satan wants us to make a fool of ourselves. He likes to see the innocent to become disrupted, and he likes to see innocence become besidlad. Corrupted, but more like filthy, let's say, and sinful and so on. So that's a part of it as well, because we all bear the image of God. So what we do, we destroy it with all this body piercing, tattoos, bad hair, and everything. We destroy the innocence and the beauty. And it's conscious, of course. From some people, they go into some subculture, and that is how you look like. But then again, that is also how the mindset changes when you eat this kind of food, and because you're prone to mental illness when you have bad nutrition. So it's very true that BBB said that it's a mental illness. Yeah, and it's spiritual first off. It's spiritual first off, because it's like you have a void, and you want to fill that void with something to believe in. And yes, here is earth, and everyone says this is good, a good cause, and then I go with this cause. Yeah, oh, thank you, I have a cause now, so I do this. But it's a very deceptive cause, and it's actually not that good. So yeah, and yeah, it's the food in a material sense. Of course, the food with the nutrients make your hair fall off and so on as well. Let's see here. What's the difference between a liberal dike and a traffic cone? One stands in the middle of the road and dike. Yeah, dike. Yeah. The road and slows everything down. The other just wears orange. Yeah, ingen aning. What does he mean?
What's the difference between a liberal dike and a traffic cone? One stands in the middle of the road and slows everything
Okay.
down. The other just wears orange.
Orange.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he mean that yes, yeah, that's not, yeah, okay. I don't really get it, but I get that the liberal, yeah, I don't know. I'm too tired to think of that. Let's see. BB says, I always make jokes banter when I join, just to see the reaction. You both took it well and laughed along, which shows a good mentality. And you use the word retard. I very rarely subscribe, but I just did. Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, hope I just don't get banned for YouTube using that word. You never know. But
No,
thank you for
that's
yeah,
pretty okay,
but,
I think,
yeah, but
nowadays.
yeah. BB, thank you very much for
reclaim the word.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but BB, thank you very much for subscribing. Glad to have you, and you can check out my podcast and videos and so on if you feel like it. I have quite a lot actually. So, and yeah, if we don't have any, do you have some more to say about those things we talked about, and in the later section?
Was a question which you missed.
Yeah.
You actually question.
Yeah. What's the question? I can look it up and pin it.
It was by Kushi Harama, 12 of the 16. It came in.
Yes.
And can you please help to guide how to lose weight without loose skin?
Yeah, I remember that one, and I actually said I won't forget it, but I did. So I'm sorry for that. But I'm trying to find it here in the chat. It was. Do you see it? He had like an Hindu name.
Right before fruit isn't all good. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's under like the vegan guy.
Smith.
First he says it's
let's see here. Two bro, he says. Here's one of him, but yeah, here it is. Let's see. There we go. He said, can you please help to guide how to lose weight without lose skin on my belly? what I know, when you lose weight, you don't lose your skin on your belly. But I think he mean that if he's a big
Without
guy
loose
and
skin, without
yeah,
flabbery.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's what he mean. So lose weight without getting flabbery skin. Yeah, don't lose weight too fast. That's the absolutely best way. And also, do a slow weight loss rather than lose a lot of weight. But actually, losing weight that fast, or to have like loose skin afterwards, you have to be quite big of a guy, but to be very flappery. But have some patience as well, because when you have lost some weight, the skin will have to have some time to tighten. So that even true for a guy that isn't that big. But hopefully you're not that big so that your skin is hanging loose. What do you say about
Yeah,
that?
yeah, I know some that has had their skin hanging a little bit after losing weight, or have a bit marks, but it's not that bad for everyone. Yeah, I mean, eh, you wouldn't care too much about it, I think. Because I know somebody that said he had it, but I couldn't. It wasn't the first thing I even recognized.
Okay. Okay. No.
So it's like certain things one recognize more about oneself than others actually recognize. So
Yeah.
things that are like maybe minor, but most of it will repair itself, I think. But of course, if you like weigh 300 kilos, that's not often you see a person that weighed that much, but that's a different
Depends on
story,
where you
maybe.
live.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, of course, yeah. I have noticed it when but I'm not a fat guy at all. I always have my abs visible, but I even if I like lose some kilos, I can see some loose skin, but it would tighten by time. So it's not a big problem if you're not, as Andre said, a very very chunky guy on 300 kilos. So yeah, don't be afraid of that. But if you're afraid of that, just lose weight a little bit slower. And actually, lose weight slower is oftentimes better. Actually, so you get a better result. You get a lot of more stable energy and so on as well. So let's see if we have some more. BBB. He says, let's see here. There's a very strong correlation with septum piercing and this kind of retard mentality. Septum, what is that meaning?
That's the little small piercing that many girls have, even some
In the nose.
effeminate men. Yeah. Do you know the little
Mm.
kind of that became like a popular around 2010? I think it began around there, and onward, and more started to have those. Yeah, actually, that is something that I have recognized. But the piercing in the nose wing is like not like that, because that could be pretty okay. But this septum piercing is something with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point there. Actually, I see we have. Thank you very much for that, BB. That's that's interesting that you noticed that. But yeah, that's actually true. It's very. I don't know the word in English, but skev. You know, you can see it in the face. Disruptive, look strange. Um, and not the format, the features of the faces like off-putting, offset, and so on. Oftentimes,
Yeah.
I will just say that we have actually someone here. So Tilu is in backstage, so I might bring him forth. He have a mic on, but I want you to say something before, so I know that you're a real person and not like a bot or something. Can you say something? Okay, let's add him to the stage. Hello, Tilu. Can you speak?
Hello.
Hello. Who are you?
How are you, bro?
I'm good. Well, how are you?
I am also fine.
Okay. I think you're joking with us.
I don't think that's a real person.
No, I
I
don't
am
think
from
so.
India.
Okay, but are you a serious person or you're just playing around? Not a serious person. Yeah, that was funny. So yeah. Yeah. Apajit. Yeah, I heard that they are very good at. They're very good. They have a very good cuisine, and the street food are very good in India. I've heard. I've seen it on videos, but yeah, here she come again. So we can give it another try. Let's see. But I think it was like a voice disruptor they used. Or what do you say? Doesn't it sound like that? Hello. Do you have something you want to ask or something on your mind, Tilu?
Are you listening my voice?
Yeah, I hear your voice, yes. And you're live here with us.
I love you.
I can't hear him or I can't see him either. Yeah. He's coming up here.
Yeah. So what do you have on your mind there?
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay. Then, yeah. Are you from India? That's interesting.
It's the same again.
Yeah, it's the same. I know. I just see if he have some. Oh, do you have something in your mind that you want to share or something? The question maybe?
You know Hindi?
No, we're not Hindi. We are Swedes. We are from Sweden. But I don't know Hindi. No, the language Hindi. No, I don't speak Hindi. Okay. Do you speak English? Some English I can hear that you speak, but do you understand English well?
I can't speak English.
Okay. Then I will just thank you for joining in here, and you can put a question in the chat if you want to, and if the chat is if you write in Hindi, I can just translate it and answer it for you in English in the text in the chat in Hindi. So I hope you're having a good day in India there, and take care.
Take care.
Bye. So yeah. Cool. Let's see here. Viper C85 says septum ring theory. Yeah, I don't know if that's like a established conspiracy, the septum ring theory, but or he has stated it now. BB created a new theory here on the go.
Yeah, I think it's very common. I think there probably are really like that.
Yeah. Something is punching on your door there. Are you gonna open it?
No, I think it's no, it's not on my door. I think it's the neighbor down there.
Okay. It's going crazy or what?
So Yeah, whatever. He's a bit
whatever.
crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, let him do what he do. So yeah, I think we can. Let's see. I'm gonna kick out this man. So yeah, I think we're good now. We're up to almost 3 hours. So it has been quite a long stream. I never done this long actually. I've seen people do long streams, like like the Whatever podcast. They do like 8 hours sitting in a studio is hot, and I don't know how they manage. Actually, it's crazy.
I think they have even had a studio, and it's in California. They've done it for 10 hours and 11 hours even.
Oof, Jesus.
You kind of need to have a drive to be hosting that podcast.
Oh yes, I was thinking about it some days ago when it popped up in my notification on YouTube. I don't understand how he managed it. Even if it's like, yeah, I make a lot of money, I feel I have interest in these topics, but I know, he have talked with so many people, and he should have get the essence of what he want to get after through all those hours. I mean, do that again and again and again with those type of people. Oh man, it must be exhausting. But yeah, and even if you make a lot of money off it, I would just like do it once a month, pivot to do something else.
Yeah, because he had said also that what you see on the podcast is not always what you see like behind the scenes before. Like people can be very nasty and so on.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
If he's going hard at it, then
yeah. So he said it. Yeah, I can imagine that. I also think it's he put himself. Actually, you don't think about it because it's a lot of girls is going on, but you don't think about it in that way because it's ladies and women and so forth. But he brings people with a lot of mental issues, and he actually put himself in quite a lot of risk. He's sitting there alone with like 8 girls, and maybe he's packing self-defense in his pocket or something, but he's one guy. There are 8 people that are maybe mental ill, some of them, crazy, because he says things that really provocate them, provocative things against them. So it's not strange if someday just want to see him.
He's actually seemed to be a very nice guy.
I like him.
Yeah,
he's very smart. He's quite intelligent and honest. I would say he seems very honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and he doesn't try to make like an aura around himself. He's just like he looks like a normal guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So anyway, last thing here. I think we wait out 2 minutes because then we are at 3 hours sharp. I think we do that. So 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So then we can use this as, let's see here. Blame set says, what shampoo do you boys use? Oh, I use a lot of shampoo. French fragrance from Mediterranean. No, we don't use shampoo. We only use water like that, Demiruka Sefa. Hi, I understand. Let's see here. Take it up so you can also see it. Hi, I understand your mistrust, but I am here to assist you. McDonald's is not the shield wall prophets and droppers get paid by Yuenglia Ali and Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt. I mean, Brad Pitt. The throne is Mot Nasiburger Marduk. Yeah, a lot of unpacking there we have to do, and we don't have time with it. But I think we're from different planets because I don't understand. It's a very chaotic message. Are you from the future? He's here to assist us with McDonald's. Yeah. So yeah, let's wrap it up here, and thank you everyone that have joined in, and for all the good questions and all the nice battering and all the jokes and so on. Really funny actually. And I'm sorry, the moment safe. We don't take any more questions because we're pretty tired here and we need to go to the gym. And so I thank you very much for joining, everyone. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Metanoia Path. And don't forget to subscribe to my brother's YouTube channel, The Present Moment. And you can find his YouTube channel in the description. I will put it there right after this wrap up here. And yeah. So anyway, we can just end here, or maybe you want to say something before we end here, Andre?
No, I'm pretty good. No, thank you for the shout out very much. And it's time for some chess day today.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, then we call it a wrap, and hope to see you in the next live stream. We will do it again, both of us included. So have a nice day and morning, evening, or whatever you have where you are. Bye.
Bye.